Hey, I'm Rahina, and today I will be discussing the controversial world of fast fashion. Fast fashion is described as a low cost clothing collection that mimics current fashion trends. Fast fashion keeps up with current trends, but unlike high fashion, the garments are cheap and usually made out of lower quality materials. Fast fashion retailers are essentially taking over the fashion marketplace because of their tight distribution channels and their ability to cater to consumer demands and needs of having the latest trends at the lowest prices. People spent 89% of their time on social media through mobile apps such as Instagram and Pinterest. This is where consumers are turning to for all their fashion inspiration, which is in turn contributing to the shrinkage lifespan of trends, which in the end is seen as the growth of fast fashion. In 2006, people were buying a third more clothes than they were in 2002, and women have 4 times as many clothes in their wardrobe than they did in 1980. Women are also getting rid of smaller amounts of clothing each year. Because trends do not last more than a few months, consumers are hesitant to spend their money on fashion garments that will be out of style at such a fast rate. Therefore, they are turning to disposable fashion retailers like Zara, Forever 21, and H&M where they can get knockoff luxury and no financial regrets when they do not wear it too often. Millennial consumers are rapidly emerging as the largest consumer segments and are very influential as the role models for other segments, both older and younger. This is the driving force behind the rapid growth of fast fashion. Fast fashion retailers are taking over the marketplace and driving mid-range retailers such as Banana Republic, J.Crew, and The Gap to reconsider their businesses. The solution these retailers have taken is to cut costs by switching to click-and-mortar retail channels. However, the problem is fast fashion is affecting more than just mid-range market share. Fashion has become the second largest pollutant worldwide, directly behind oil. Fast fashion is also shown not to be ethically or socially responsible for its actions. They violate fair trade, the workers work long hours, are not paid fairly, and are forced to work in horrible working conditions. To make the clothing so cheap, they use cheap materials and dyes to produce the garments. Petrochemical-based materials such as acrylic and polyester is commonly used along with cotton. The washing of the items leads to these harmful dyes going into the water stream. Also, the merchandise is not durable, meaning when worn out or out of style, these items end up in our landfills, which contributes to the global warming because of the petrochemicals which leak gas into the air. Lastly, the continuous transportation of the merchandise also contributes to the global warming due to having to transport large amounts of merchandise multiple times a year, creating more carbon dioxide in the air. To improve the impact, fast fashion retailers can firstly introduce environmentally friendly material, recyclable clothing bins where consumers can dispose of their clothes, and with this they can recycle the materials and use it to make new clothes, gaining a sustainability advantage. Secondly, they can also monitor the factories they use, ensuring that the workers are working in a safe environment and getting paid properly. And lastly, they can introduce less fashion lines to limit the transportation. So, in conclusion, let's make sustainable fashion great again.